Hello, I am not Robert De Niro, and this is not The Godfather Part 6. Welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Uh, First off, I want to apologize last week, I was literally about to switch over to the gameplay when I put my foot down next to my chair and it came back soaking wet. Uh, we've had torrential rainfall hole in this area, and it started coming up through my floor. So, given that that was a sort of an emergency situation, I had to take care of that. But anyway, I'm back now, and I've got to take one more night off on this Thursday, but then we should be done with the interruptions for good. Anyway, with me once again is noted Pokemon masochist Ninty.
I'm here because he's a dirty Mew hacker.
At least I got one. Alright, so, first up tonight, we're going to go kill a Sharkadile.
That's great, Sharkadile.
Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't seem so great to me.
A worthy adversary. I'll handle it. Here we go. Now, Laura, let's go. Understood.
Too slow. Go. Second form. Damn.
My turn. Here we go. Got it.
An opening! Right! No escape! Yeah! Now!
Broken. Okay. Here we go. Got it.
An opening!
Go. Second form. Damn. Go.
I'll get you up. Okay. Here we go. Got it. Laura, let's go.
Understood!
Right. Good night. My turn. Here we go. Got it.
An opening! Of course! Shatter! Off guard!
Broken.
Go. Second form. Damn. Now's our chance.
I'll get you up. My turn. Here we go. Now.
An opening!
Good night.
My turn. Second form. Damn. Go. Elliot.
Okay. My turn. Here we go. Got it.
An opening! Right! Shatter! Now!
Broken. I'll handle it. Here we go. Hostiles neutralized.
Great Sharkadile. I wish.
Hey, it calls itself that just so to keep its optimism up.
Not bad.
Don't be mean. Okay, that was pretty mean considering the way you just beat it up.
With not a scratch, I might add. Alright, so we go back out the way we came.
Yeah, but you'll find another secret passage soon. Just backtrack once you get to Waterway. Once you get to Waterway.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it. My turn.
And open.
Might. Now's a
I'll
chance.
let you up. Right.
Right.
I'll hit.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
My turn. You still.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful.
Ah, here we go.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it. Okay.
Here we go. Now's a
I'll
chance.
let you up. My turn.
Of course.
My turn.
Go. Go.
I'll let you up. My turn.
My turn.
Right.
I'll hit.
Here we go. Now's a
I'll
chance.
let you up.
Oh, by the way, Ninty, I unlocked
annoying.
the other two
Watch out.
slots for Elliot, and I put detection and
Careful.
dragon vision on them.
Gotcha.
Here.
My turn. Second. Go. Elliot.
Got it.
Right.
My turn.
Spin!
Okay.
Not my joke, but it works.
Okay.
Go. Okay.
I did it.
Now's a chance. Let's get it.
Okay.
And open.
My turn. Go.
I'll let you up. Right.
Right.
out. Go. Now's your
I'll
chance.
make you up.
I'll handle
Right.
Too slow. I'll handle it.
You can skip that chest if you want to, by the way. All it contains is is a quartz called La Forte, which just gives you the art that it boosts everyone's strength, but you've got Noble Command for that, so you don't need to.
Oh, okay. Got it. So I guess it's not my forte, huh?
Funny.
Bring it on. My
You
turn.
know you love it.
Go.
I'll make you up.
Yes,
Okay.
that was a good one.
My turn.
Right.
My turn.
Target. Oh, there's the exit.
We're finally there.
Must be a large bell. Every time I see Fish and Chips, I think of that scene at the end of A Fish Called Wanda.
What?
A Fish Called Wanda. It's a movie made by some of the members of Monty Python in the 80s. It's a screwball comedy.
Gotcha.
Well, eating food is hard to animate.
Especially in a video game where people have to be talking.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Damn, Fee.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos.
Honestly. The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Now her family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died. Around 6 years ago.
Oh.
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. But my father proved to be a very capable government official. And eventually he was promoted to an important government position, where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic. So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies.
Naturally.
But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young, but Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about. Until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day. And eventually, the two of them fell in love and began a relationship. Despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words. But even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. They began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. It made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help.
Obviously, because this is a Japanese game.
And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life? After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them. To show how right I was. How wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals.
It's Aesop time.
Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself.
And it wouldn't be a piece of Japanese media without the honest with yourself line.
If you're willing to admit all
Yep.
of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace, too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. He's mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
Just fuck
I don't think
already.
he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so do you have to go back to the docks? Oh. Guess not. Nope. I've got a bad feeling about this.
A burglary taking place in a jewelry with a message addressed to the main protagonist. I wonder who could be behind.
Oh God.
Yep. Guess who's back? Yep. You gotta fence a bee hunt. Okay, so your first stop is at Draco's Plaza.
Yep, the statue, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, this guy has appeared in previous Trails games, and he's a douchebag in all of them.
You're just mad because he's like because he's a pale imitation of Joker in Sky.
Excuse you. He's no imitation at all. Alright, where do I go next?
Mater Park and inside the Crystal Garden building.
That's this thing, right?
Yep. There's a bench in the upper right where the cart.
Alright.
There's so many butterflies.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Am I in the right place?
Yeah, you should be. It's on a bench. It's an empty bench. Try the other end. No, wait. Right in the middle.
Ninty, stop being wrong.
On the upper right.
Got it.
Little section. There. Your next stop is on Alto Street, the former guild branch. on a round table. Now, then go to the port and go to the northeast corner and examine container.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the tram near the exit.
Got it. Thank you.
No problem.
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram is Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. You must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reem?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
What?
And here we go.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Because he's an idiot?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
Appears out of
Might
nowhere.
still
Is
be
the general
nearby.
the
Let's search the area.
douchebag speaks gratuitous French? Yeah, totally not Joker. I'll be right back just to get some popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Probably, yeah. Hello, Lush. Don't get me wrong, you're still Lush, but she's more of a Lush. what? Calm down, Neko.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy
What
girls'
kind of
school.
upper crust school is that?
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah.
This
those were
really
the
is a
instructor's
fantasy
orders.
game.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
Back.
Hello. Ugh.
I was wondering. Did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh God.
I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonian, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
And those are events from the first Trails trilogy, Trails in the Sky.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Hang on.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Calm down,
Well,
Neko.
some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait. Did you two...
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now. Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Reen?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you, too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well,
God
there are
damn it,
9 of us
Lush.
in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
No, that's in Trails of the Sky 1. Thank you.
Oh look, Neko goes to the school.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside. Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh. No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me... I knew it! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Elise, cheer up! I'm sorry, alright? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you! I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Sanctus Dryad too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too. Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elphen.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness!
And
I'm
now the
honored that
grilling
you'd say so.
begins.
Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother,
I hope you like
I wanted
Elise
to
saying
thank you
Your
for that.
Highness.
Reen. Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have two brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Not having that shit.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Here we go.
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you
He's
waiting.
back.
Yep.
it's a pleasure to see you again.
Look at that. He's so full of himself that he can float about an inch up off the floor.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
Excuse you, Neko. This is the best character from the
Who's
Sky
this guy?
trilogy.
I'm not sure.
Not named Estelle.
Though I feel like I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick 180.
I serve as a music instructor
Second
in the
best.
hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Could he be?
I think that's quite enough.
Paper fan of doom.
Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Wait. So this is...
Whoa.
Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Oh, don't worry. He pays attention to the gentleman, too. And anything with a pulse.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you. Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's Military Academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7. And why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
Yeah, see? He's not so bad compared to the other douchebag.
Oliver is a good man.
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight.
Wise words.
Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
She's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation.
Excuse me.
She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
Drinking contests?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
That seems like an odd place for a save point. Anyway, I'm going to take my ad break. I will be back in a minute or two. See you in a few.
Will do.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
All good.
course it's not Rain's fault. It's Drake's fault. Everything is Drake's fault. Except when it's also Ninty's fault.
Hey.
Oh God. This one is to be feared.
Alfred is indeed a troll.
Hello, Lush. Calm down, Neko. Bye, Lush.
Keep up the good work.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
Yeah!
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all.
Yeah!
It's 1 a.m. Shut up.
Villainy doesn't wait for morning hours.
Okay, so you have a series of locations to go to with the different people to talk to, so...
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much the quest before the Chapter 4 boss.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so where are we going first?
So first go to Plaza Bifrost on Vanquish Street.
Okay, now what?
Go to the second floor.
Okay, I'm here.
talk to Crow.
Oh, right. Oh.
Woohoo! I'm on a roll! I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys! How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the Academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse race? We're minors! We're not allowed to place bets?
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a
Yes.
magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much.
Now go outside and go to the north exit of the street.
Right.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over the Song District. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you. Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Yep, right there on the map.
All right, next.
Go to the north exit of Alto Street. There's a NPC named Milton.
Thank you. Now what?
Go to Dreikel's Plaza at the near the north.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
They must have all come to see the Imperial family's parade.
All right, now what?
Go to Heimdall Port. Talk to an NPC called Damberto. Should be marked on the map.
Okay, next.
Go to the entrance of the underground waterway 2 from the Ost district, where you came out from the...
Got it.
After this, go to the hotel in the Garnier district. In the Garnier district.
Got it.
Now go to the underground waterway from the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and go to Modern Park from there.
Oh wait, should I go into the underground waterway?
Yeah, go to like you know the secret passage where Modern Park was?
Is that the one marked Time Dollar Underground Passage 2?
Yeah. Go to Modern Park from there. You'll get extra AP if you take this route.
Alright.
At the same time, skip enemy fights to make sure.
Right. I'll just kill him.
Here we go! Go!
I'll lift you up! Of course. My turn.
Here we go! Go!
I'll lift you up!
Capital Matter Park, alright.
Yep, that's where you gotta go.
Ah, shit.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight! Got it! And open!
Do you have any smoke grenades in you?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get going.
Aha.
Shit. My turn.
My turn.
Go! Go!
I'll lift you up.
Damn music, you're drunk again.
Bring it on! Go! Let's keep moving.
Smoke grenades are cheap, don't worry. You
Watch
just,
out, guys. My turn. Let's keep moving.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, now what?
Talk to Patrick. He's at the southeast area near the entrance.
Calm down, Neko.
Okay, after this, just examine the timetable on one of the tram stations to go to Modern Park from.
But I'm already at Modder Park.
Yeah, you have to leave the area, and the time will move forward.
Oh, okay. Yes, indeed he is.
You have to leave the area first. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. You did. You're good.
Gee, I wonder which ones is Alphin's. Calm down, Neko.
No, I think it's a good ship too.
Okay, now what?
Go to the where the castle gates are. There's two people you gotta. You'll know who it is. Northwest.
Oh, right. Aha!
Toa! Angelica!
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now
That's
that
right,
she's
this
granted
is
us
an
this
inferior
chance,
Toa.
What do you two say we...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend.
Excuse you, her Japanese
What'd she
VA
say?
is Kyoko Sakura herself.
Lame.
Still not my Toa.
Will she ever learn?
Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool. Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really love the festival atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep, I've been helping out a little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example. I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks. It's nothing really. I'm not doing any of the heavy lifting.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously? I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
Yeah, that's a little much, even for...
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic. Oh, if I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Alphen's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Actually, she's
Calm
attending
down,
the garden
Angie.
party as Princess Alphen's attendant right now.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Alphen.
No,
Elise,
she's
and
not
Bea
lush.
together in the
Sarah
same
is lush.
place. We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Don't look now.
Or maybe
but
they
I
both
think
are.
I'm co-opted into some sketchy-sounding group.
Sounds good to me.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Hit the button, please.
I think you're putting a little too much thought into this.
There is no calm down Angie button, though.
Hey, the
I meant
gang's all
Neko.
here.
Oh, of course.
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Thank you.
Fancy running into you.
Oh wait, you may need to hit that again. Thank you.
Yeah. You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask. Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that? And then Lumber Blitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that coming.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Button.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh,
Thank you.
Stop feeling up lady luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie really does have scarily good luck with stuff like this. Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
Yeah, we should get back to our patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay. Take care out there.
Huh? Back to work already?
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do.
Oh wait, my crawler hasn't been on. There we go.
Huh? What's wrong?
It feels almost as though...
My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, this must be...
Is this...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
Thunder, rain and lightning.
I don't think
Danger, water rising. Clamor, sirens wailing. It's such a bad sign.
These must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way. Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this
Sorry,
ourselves.
couldn't help it.
That's alright. It's an awesome song.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's all...
I may not like Sonic anymore, but Crush 40 still kicks ass.
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Motter Park.
So this is just a diversion?
I'd bet on it.
Oh, another one of these things.
Yep, you're gonna be fighting 2 of them this time.
What?
I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation.
Ugh.
You. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you, personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we load. So I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
I figured that's what you were after. Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful failure. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Luis!
Rain? Rain!
What are you doing here?
You made it.
Dad, are you alright?
The brats from Thor's. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
You'll be able to save after this fight.
Controlling those
FYI.
beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Rain! Be careful!
Elise! Your Highness!
You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted. I suppose we'll just have to leave them.
Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bone!
We're not going to lose to a couple of these things!
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
Alright, let's take them down!
Okay!
Enemy sighted! Take them out!
Okay. Here we go. let's go.
Of course.
Here we go.
Should I just S-craft these guys, or...?
No, that'll, just do what you did before.
Okay.
Second form. Gale! Now's our chance.
I'll take you up.
Nice. Of course.
Armor breaker or earth cleaver?
I'd say brilliant spin, actually.
Okay, got it.
No escape. Yeah! Off guard.
Broken. Okay. Here we go. Now.
An opening.
I'll handle it. Here we go. Now. Floor, let's go.
Understood.
Flash grenade can be good too, since these things are weak to blind as well.
Okay.
Second form. Gale! Now's our chance.
I'll take you up.
My turn. Here.
Nice.
Fool. Right.
Another brilliant spin.
Yes.
No escape.
Here we go. Second form. Gale! Go!
I'll take you up.
Now, okay, now use an S break since it's got critical.
With Fee?
Laura would be better.
Okay. Well, I can do it with both.
No, only one would get the critical bonus.
Oh, okay. So Scud Ripper with Fee.
Yeah, but no, wait. Use you S break with Laura using triangle to give her the critical.
Oh, okay.
Behold, my most powerful strike. Radiant blade
And then Scud Ripper with Fee.
Got it.
I'll handle it. Here we go. Got it.
An opening.
Right. Nice.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Go! Second form. Gale! Now's our chance. Elliot!
Got it. My turn. Here we go. Now.
An opening.
Go!
Normal attack, or should I craft him?
Just finish him off. You're almost done. Either or is fine.
Form. Gale!
I'll handle it. Here we go.
Gotcha.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
Right!
Done.
I did it!
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger. Please, go after her.
All right. Wait! Take me with you too.
Fuck no.
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around
Protect.
outside, and the governor has wounded it.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands. Fine, stay.
That's settled then.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Alright. I will save there.
Alright, we can finish up Chapter 4 next time and get a good headway into Chapter 5.
Yep. Okay, so, as I said at the start of the stream, I have one more interruption that I need to do on Thursday night, and then I should be done. So I will be back Monday night to finish up Chapter 4 and start Chapter 5. Ninty will be there too.
I sure will.
Until then, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, please consider donating via PayPal or Patreon. The info is in the bottom right corner of your screen. If you're watching this on YouTube, please drop me a like or subscribe. If you're watching on Mixer or Facebook, please follow or subscribe on Twitch if you can. Thank you very much.
And buy Kiseki on Steam.
Yep. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good night.